Yo, I want to talk to you again. What's going on, guys? The song got like almost kind of creepy. DCGX, what up? Cheers to you. Triple cheers. What a concept. How you going? How's it? Hostile. What's up, man? Arthur, 3D Kyle, Hostile, Hassan, Nicholas, Petite. Thanks for the hosts. Well, this song's for real. For a studio in Seattle. Which studio? That's exciting. Man, you guys will not believe what's going to be on my screen here in a second. Man, this song's not fucking around. Tequila Shot, thanks for the host. Visceral, for the host as well. You guys are crazy. This is not, we're not, there we go. Dude, that song's for real. Not PC, thanks for the host. That song, dude, that song was like, gives you the chillers. The chillers. Alright, where the hell you at, webcam? I'm on to you. Boom. Well, I'm like short. I raised the monitor. Maybe we just lower that a little bit. It's gonna be really awkward for the people people on YouTube. Like, what's he doing? He's dancing to nothing. I'm dancing to whatever music you just put on. It's not a Houdini day. You get out of here with that. There's not enough information to be had. I just wanted to kind of show you guys some of the stuff I was playing around with. And then it's back to exciting Zbrush. So we got to build the corner piece. Okay, so this is the Hoodizzle. Let's I'm still not used to it. It's pretty rough. Like W, you're like, oh, that's the move key, right? No, it's not. It's the wireframe or like non-wireframe. I guess you can do it shaded, wireframe ghost. This is the one I like, which is like a semi-wireframe. I don't know. Anyways, so actually I'll delete that and then we'll just look. We'll look again. So I'm gonna make a box. We'll just click it down. And now I'm like, how do I do this? There we go. Shift space Shift F to focus. It's the Hoodizzle. Tuki, thanks for the host, and Kiori, thank you for the host. What's up, Morgan? Hi, Reeds. Abel, how you doing? Curious. Just say hi to some of you that I'm seeing in chat. DCG. Rave. It's a fucking rave, bro. Anyway, so let's so in Modo you have mesh containers, right? Let's get Modo up too. Where are we at here? So we can kind of draw some parallels between the two programs since you guys see me in Modo so often. We won't be in Houdini for longer than maybe like 30 minutes. I just kind of want to break down some of the basic stuff. Okay, so Okay, so we got Modo. We've got mesh containers, right? And then when you draw a mesh out, that mesh is inside of the container. In Houdini, think about these nodes as mesh containers. So when you add like an object, you click it into the space and you get this. So if you double click that, oh man, we don't want that. Hang on. Give me a second. So this is the box that we dragged in. So if you double click this, you can see now we're inside of this mesh container. Think about it just like Substance. There's at least there's a lot of parallels to Substance. First, we've got your visibility on the side here. Turning this on and off will tell you if, like, you can't do it right now because there's nothing else in here. But just like Substance, you know, when you hit the spacebar, you just right click in here and then you can do things like type in poly bevel and click it down. So you've got a node now for poly bevel. So you can connect that to this one. Then if you click this node, you can bevel the edge however much you want. Oh man, these controls. So you'll see that the bevel is not visualized, and that's because you can see this is like blue and purple. So you actually have to turn the visibility on this one so that you see the result of this one. So when you click these, you'll see you've got properties here, and this is kind of where all the controls for what you're doing happen. So let's say we want rounded, and we want divisions. We'll do 3 to get it nice and round, and then you can control kind of how that's all working out. There we go. Shift W will give you your wireframe. So what's cool is because we have this one visible, and then we go to this one, you can do things. We'll see if I can do it. Oh, this is so weird. Your move, rotate, and scale are like ERT. And when you move this around, you can see like the bevel maintains. It's the crazy. And see, now that I'm doing an edit, it knows to add a node for editing. So if you don't need that, you just hit delete on that. It should be. The poly bevel, while it's happening to everything, I don't know how to do it yet, but you can select, let's see here. I'm like, give me the edge. Just give it to me. Oh wow, one goes outside of the, so let's select that edge. And I'm doing that through the 1, 2, 3, 4 keys. And now that I've got that edge selected, now if I right click and then do bevel, and then click down, I should only bevel that edge. We'll see if that works. No. F. It's just gonna, no, it's still doing that. Dude, so new to this, it's kind of jarring. Rob, how you doing, man? How's it going? Dude, it's finally starting to get warmer in this room again. I don't know if you guys remember when it was super toasty. Let's do some things here though, other than the bevel thing, because I'm not gonna like waste time trying to like figure that all out. So we'll do a poly bevel like we just did, and we'll make sure that is like a rounded bevel with 3 steps, and then we'll make sure that it's visible so you can see what's happening. Maybe I want to select this face. Oh, we want to do it before the bevel. Select the face, and maybe press C, polygon, Boolean? No, not Boolean. Polygon extrude. No idea. No idea what I'm doing. Oh, interesting. Oh wow, now I'm changing views. Dude, there's so many things I need to understand with this thing. Huh. Why? Anywho, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out of this one, and we're going to look at the high poly one. This is the one I was excited about, so we will visualize this one. So this is the mesh. Game art, what's going on, man? Yeah, this is Houdini. This is weirdness, man. So we've got this mesh, and if I zoom in, you can see it's really high poly. This is directly from Zbrush. And what I've done upon watching a decent amount of videos online is started just trying nodes out based on what I've seen them do on videos. Knock, it's super different, man. So I'm using a VDB from polygons, so it's voxelizing the volume. So let's visualize that one, and we'll see what we're looking at here. So this is kind of like in ZBrush when you run the Dynamesh. It voxelizes the mesh, and then it converts that voxelized mesh into polygons, and that's why you get that nice clean cut up. So like if you zoom in here, you can see like this is now, it's now made out of like, it's voxels, like it's not even geometry right now. Now the reason you want to do this is because see how it's merging everything for you, just like when you Dynamesh. So and you can control like if you click this node, you can control what the resolution is of it. So let's do like 0.8 for the voxel size. Give it a minute to calculate. I might lose frames on this, just so you know. I'm looking at my streamer. It looks like it's starting to choke, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so this is with a different resolution. You can see the voxels are much lower res. So after doing that, we go to the next node, and essentially we're connecting the voxel mesh into a convert VDB. So it converts a voxel into polygon. So it attempts to create a mesh based off of the voxel mesh you gave it. So this is like, see, everything's welded together now. And it's tried to create a mesh based off of that information, off the voxel information. So we'll go back here. I'm just going to leave it because I don't know what's going to happen frame rate wise. Smoothing it. So I smooth the mesh a little bit to try and like smooth out any weird like creases that are happening. Choking confirmed. Did you experience the choke? So now we're looking at a pretty, I guess it's a pretty clean mesh. Everything's merged together. And then we go and we use decimate, or what their node is called is a poly reduce. So if we click that, I'm reducing it to 0.15% of its original poly count of what this is. So we'll switch to that. Let it calculate. So each time you're going to these nodes, it's actually calculating it for the first time. What's up, Line Force? So this is the low poly mesh that it is generated based off the 1.5 crease or percentage. And you can do percentage, number, distance, edge list, so you can have it like conform to certain edges. You just de-lurked myself. No! What have I done? Anyway, so you can see there's some smoothing issues going on. It's kind of crazy. I have a node called normalize, which you click this guy and it just kind of, I'm having it crease on 60-degree angle cusp. If we need the decimate to be not so sharp, maybe we can do like 2. Give that a second here. And then we'll normalize. So we got this mesh. That's cool. UV. We'll do this, and I'll just show you because someone was asking about it earlier. UV unwrap. I need to look at all the other stuff, but plug this into here, and we'll switch the view. I know that there's a way to show both, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. So we'll switch to this view. So here's the UVs. Pretty basic meh UVs. I'm sure there's ways to control it, but like dude, there's some crazy, like how many sides do I want to unwrap from? So if I go 6-sided and then I go square, let's do uniform, and then you can control spacing. Like look at what it's trying to. It's so nice to see UVs like so real time. Anywho, so this is kind of where I wanted to end with the Houdini stuff. I just wanted you guys to have a look at it to see what all the fuss was about. There's a shit ton you can do in here. And I'm nowhere near even like coherent when it comes to how this stuff works. But I wanted to try some stuff, and I got some results that I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I figured I would show you guys. But yeah, I mean that might be a decent UV unwrap for when you're trying things. Anywho, that is that. I'm gonna get out of this and switch over to Zbrush. Should probably close Houdini, right? What's up, Serb? How you doing? Rutto, what's going on, man? So what do you guys... Whoa. There we go. Oh no, I missed Houdini. It's okay. It was only going for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or less. I never said in any of my tweets or anything that I was doing Houdini. You can't do that to me, Knock. You can't knock me like that, Knock. But yeah, I figured you guys would want to see that. Just because curiosity is the real deal, right? Let's get the wake on. Oh man, there's a serious delay with chat. This is great. Totally tires. I feel the tires. I feel the I'll be okay. Okay. Let's oh yeah, we can get whatchamacallit up to. So in the last stream, we made a low poly of this guy, and I was going to unwrap it, but I think we'll just concentrate on getting the other one kind of blocked out and modeled. So let's go ahead and do that. I think. Oh man. Trying to think where. Corner? Is it this one? Yes. Yes, it is. It's actually import. These sizes are going to be way off, I remember. Ugh. Never FBXing again. is happening? Grid. I say grid. I always wonder why this happens. Like what is even... Look at that. Why? Why? I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it, guys. So you got no time for this. Look at this crap. Nobody got time for that. We're just gonna eyeball it because basically all I need is to know the heights of this trim, the trim on the bottom, and it doesn't have to be perfect either because this is a temple. So this piece, that's what we need. There we go. Yeah, these are meters, so now everything is correct. It just sometimes it does that. It's pretty, it can be pretty annoying. Just need to be able to see what's going on. Delete that face. This is weird doing this with a Wacom. Just has to be a rough estimate. We're not too worried about it. Like, wait a minute, what the French toast just happened? Actually, I have to do this again. Oh, I have to delete these, this, all this stuff. That's what I was looking for. Okay. This is such a hacky way of doing this. Whatever. Oop. There you go, that works for me. Alright, gotta get this into Zbrush. Actually, let's chop this up before we do that. So we're going to do a slice, and then we're going to cap the sections, and we're going to split it. So that should do is give us our segments that we're, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've learned that using FBX with ZBrush is just a pain for no reason. Like you don't need to worry about that. All right, so those are chunks. Let's get this guy sliced. Let's see where we want to do that. Maybe right there. Love that slice tool. Make sure it's straight. There should be, yes, a cap. Just make sure this triangulates nicely for ZBrush. Alright. The reason for pain is to make you stronger. I don't know about that, man. The reason for pain is to let you know when something is not good so that you don't do it again. I guess by making you stronger, it means you survived, and then you'll know not to do that again. Johnny, how you doing, man? Yeah, so when we bring this one into ZBrush, we're not FBX and that jazz. This is just OBJ action for days. Okay, so we got 4 pieces. That's cool. Actually, I think it'd be cool to slice this one after I triangulated it and everything. Let's just slice it there. Just so we have some breakup on the trim, and it gives me some. So we've got 1 piece, 2, 3, and then we got a big piece here. Yeah, cool. Okay. Come on, right click. For ZB. Let's see what that does. No, we need to triangulate these. Modo usually does a pretty good job of triangulation, which is kind of impressive. Almost weirds me out a little bit. Yeah, sure. Let's see if those are going to be okay. No, we're still getting some weirdness. Must be these guys. Oh man, that's some terrible triangulation. I feel it. I feel it. Let's see if that comes in okay. There we go. We'll go down here. We're going to split parts, split to parts. All right, so we got boom, boom, boom. We'll move this one up so it's with the other one, with its brother. Yeah, so you can just split by group and then polygroup it. Just a few extra steps for sure, though. So auto groups should give me is my light flickering? No. Well, it's really hot. If that keeps flickering, I'm gonna have to turn that off. It is. That's gonna kill me. All right, side lighting gone. No, my right side of my face. So I at here to the Discord earlier, and it was got everyone's attention. It was about plugins for Zbrush. Curious was asking. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Unless you're a masochist. Dreamside, what's going on? Tennessee Jedi. Lurking, half lurking, I see. How you doing? Does that work? Grouping visible? No? That's interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna... I need to merge down. Merge down. Okay, so they all are individual groups, so that's good. Do I know how to extract masks from Substance Painter? Yes. You can right-click the mask and then copy to clipboard and paste it in Photoshop. You can use a plugin called Mask Exporter, which is on the Substance Share. If you use that one, you're not going to get padding on your mask. So wherever you have seams, you're going to have some problems. So you're going to need to go into the script for that tool that you download from Substance Share and make sure that it says tiles or set to padding it's at the very bottom of the script. Make sure it's set to true for padding and you'll get infinite padding. Okay, so I only really use one plugin and it's the Dynamesh Master. And this one's in my opinion, is like a must. Because there's some limitations with Dynamesh. So if I go here and I split by groups. So I would do polygroups by meshes first and then split it so that you make sure that you get different polygroups for each one of these. So once you've done that, just be on the first one here and then you can say I do no blur. Let's do a million polys and we'll let's see here. So if you hit DM all, it's going to run a Dynamesh and make every mesh a million polys, and it'll just go through each mesh and do it. So once it finishes with this, then we'll be good, and then we can just start sculpting. Almost done. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Jester, what's up? You've been in here the whole time, I think. But how you doing? Okay, so these are all Dynamesh now. Let's, because you guys hate it when I have a tiny canvas. Just make a bigger one here. So if you look now, if I turn wireframe on, you can see each one has, each one is 1,000,000 polys. So let's hide all of them, and we'll go to this one first. One thing that I also do is if you're going to be baking out normal maps for this, you might as well utilize the detail in the normal everywhere if you can. And then also getting away from being geometric looking. So what I usually do is if you go to deformation and then polish, just turn this up, I don't know, maybe 30, around 30. You can see how it rounds and softens all of it. Like, it's almost like beveling. Forgot the time working. Nice. Nice. Tell no one. So, you can see how this is beveled now. Or it's like it's beveled. We'll go to the next. Let's go to this one actually. So if we turn both these on, you can see the difference between the two. Oh yeah, and if it's bugging you that one of the meshes is darker than the other, you can just go to color and fill the object with white. And if you go to this one, fill this one with white as well. Now they look the same. Let's actually change this shader material. This matte cap. Okay, so yeah, see how much nicer those edges look versus this one? This one's very sharp. So we'll switch to this one and let's run like a bevel on this as well. And you can see too, this is kind of like a Zbrush quick thing. When you open one and then you open another one, it minimizes one and opens the one you just opened. But if you hold down Shift, you can open up multiple menus. So now I have both of them, which is kind of nice. So I think we did 29 on the other one. So that should be good. Okay, so go to this one. I'll just use my chip brush and clean this one up a little bit. And by clean it up, I mean destroy it. Oh yeah, the Houdini stuff. I'm looking into how to do the chipping. I've seen how it's done. I just need to try it and see if I can get something I'm happy with. The other thing is I don't own Houdini. What is it? Houdini Indie, so I can't export any of my stuff. So I'm mainly just experimenting. It's fun. I'm learning a lot. Don't want to be in there too long though. I mean, I got to work on this stuff, right? Other things to know with ZBrush is if you're experiencing some frame rate stuff, it's because of how much geometry is in the viewport. That's why viewports tend to be smaller by default. Because ZBrush only has to concentrate and render on what is actually a live pixel. So that's why you'll see me do this often. Like, look at that performance gain. So good. So I'm just gonna mess this up a little bit. Houdini is more procedural focused, and I would suggest only using Houdini for like larger things like batch processing of stuff. Like a good example recently is Horizon Zero Dawn. I believe they used Houdini to prop their world. They built rule sets and then allowed those rule sets to dictate where props go, and then they just paint masks, and then those masks tell Houdini what to do. So there's that. It's really powerful. But as far as like making single props and stuff, Like if my workflow was to sculpt all of these pieces out and not even think about building low polys for them, I just sculpt all the pieces out, and then I save out all of the high poly files, all the high poly OBJ files, taking those, and then batch processing all of them at the same time to get those low polys. That's when you see a little bit of the benefit, right? But outside of that, I mean, if you really want to learn Houdini, I think that's for tech artists in games right now. Wouldn't quote me on that, but I think tech artists will find an interest in you if you're wanting to be a tech artist and you know Houdini, because it's more about pipelines and stuff like that, and speeding up workflows more than anything. Ghost Recon Wildlands, yeah. Houdini like a madman. Sir Sketch, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Empire. Is there any workflow for creating these edge damages in Substance Painter? Yes and no. I mean, I think that the look that you're going for, or at least the look that I'm going for, it's not really... I think you're going to run into problems with it. Because I've tried a little bit when doing some R&D, and it's just not... It doesn't get you enough detail, right? Yeah, VFX for Houdini is really good. Like if you want to blow stuff up and then store that in a texture, you can get debris flying around and store that in textures now, which is really nice. So it doesn't even require bones. I know, I like, this is kind of like, if you really like sculpting with clay and stuff, you'll enjoy doing this, and I have a lot of fun doing this. It'll be a shame once this is all procedural. I mean, unless you're a studio that can't afford things like Houdini, then you're good, right? Kind of like that. I wonder if I just chip all this off. Oh, you're a Modo guy. Awesome. Can always use more of those guys. Yeah, if you like the stream enough, you should join the Discord. I don't know if you know about the YouTube channel or the Discord channel. If you're interested, just look up. I'm not gonna type it. I feel bad forcing that on people. But there's a YouTube channel. There's a command for it. It's !YouTube, and then there's a command for the Discord, which is !Discord. The Discord's awesome because we're really pushing everyone to like just learn more. Because you can never stop learning. The moment you stop learning is the moment you give up. It's okay to take breaks. Don't ever get that confused with giving up. Breaks are important. Naked Toots, what's up, man? Amazing name. I'm gonna really fuck this corner up, I think. Never give up, never surrender. I'm also, so you guys know, I am working on a Substance Smart material pack that's going to go on the Gumroad for free. I think what I'm going to do is 9 materials. Actually. So I've got 2 done. But is there any... I need paper now. Is there any materials that you guys are interested in having like a smart material for? I'll just write it down. As soon as I find a spot in this notebook. Just let me know. Ding this side up. Ah, what is going on with my nose? Rock cliff? That's not so much like, I'm thinking like a surface type, or like when I say a smart material, I mean like procedural bird poop. That's an interesting one. So I'd have to give you, hang on, I'd have to give you a good mask. Polish and messy wood. See, that's a good one. Or frosting. Curious, frosting is in what type of frosting? Polish and worn wood's a good one. Snow. Frosting, snow. See, the snow one's easy, but I mean, I'll do it anyways. So you guys are getting into more of the detailed stuff. I'm thinking like more or less how you have materials interacting with each other. That's something that I think, honestly, that a lot of people, including myself early on, are confused with when it comes to smart materials and substance designer materials. Like, smart materials are more about like how a material is interacting with another material. Like lacquer to stain to worn to burnt wood. That's a really good one. That one's so vast that I would probably charge for that one, because that would be a task and a half to get that set up. But I'm thinking like out of the box, like you're like, oh, I need a wood finish that's got some age to it and some sun bleaching. And I would give you guys like the sphere, and you just drag it onto your mesh, and right then and there it should look like that type of wood with the lacquer or the finish and some aging and some sun bleaching. So that stuff for me is relatively easy to build. And just get that together for you guys, that would be pretty cool. Anyways, I think you guys will like that. I don't know. Let's get these back corners. We're gonna go a little bit broader. Oh no, saving the project. Why? You're gonna eat my hard drive. I need to make that a button, actually. Oops. Is it Alt? Control? There it is. Control and Alt. So I'll put that up there. Sorry, I need to. I just click this. And it'll just delete my quick saves, free up my hard drive. This weekend I'm going to install a hard drive. Barnacle wood. So that would require that we have a barnacle material to begin with. Maybe I can do like a joint effort with someone and they can make some barnacle substance. Like brought to you by blah 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 and DiNusty. We spent way too much time on this piece. Cool. That works for me. Let's save this. Actually, no, we need to save as corner Z tool. Hey Nathan, how you doing? Real scener shader balls only. Yeah, I think when I see shader balls in Artstation, I expect it to be a breakdown and something new that's come to light, right? It's kind of like I get a little. There's a little irritation that grows in the back of my head every time I see someone showing off a new material that they built, combining two mega scan textures together. They're like, look. Like, no, those are just two scans and you blended them together. Like, no, don't do that. Go crazy, man. Make something amazing. I want to see some uniqueness. As I sit here chipping the the stone. Oh. It's actually, we need to hide some of this. Oh, we're going to focus on this corner first. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. The stream's going really good. I showed, like, if you go back or watch the VOD, I'm going to show a little bit of Houdini. $3D Kyle, what's up, man? What's good? I'm just going to try some stuff here. Nope. Not a fan. Instead of holding down undo, scrubbing this is actually way faster. Scrubbing the bar up here. Like, watch, I can just blah. And then I can sit here and just do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And then when you click, if it's substantial enough, it warns you. It's like, you sure, man? You did some crazy shit there. It's like, it wasn't crazy enough. Undo it. Oh, I kind of liked that. Let's try. Other thing you can do is start masking in this area, then invert it, invert the mask, and then start pushing in some shaped, like this rock. This one, if you turn up the strength quite a bit, maybe invert it, you can get some details that you wouldn't have normally. Yeah, you just got to be careful with like where it's happening. Let's try this. sharper edge. Oops. The other thing is if you need to tighten up the edge on the mask, you just control tap in the background here. Or, sorry, control alt. Tap in the background and it'll tighten up the mask. There you go. Just invert that and then soften it just a little bit. It's another reason you want to make the strength on these really low is because they'll start this edge here, they'll start dipping into the edge quite a bit. You don't want that. So then you can use the information from the mask or the detail you just pulled out to like continue it on. What's the chat saying? Barnacle wood. Polycount says to ask you to change the color of the button. The color of the button? What button? What? So this chipping brush that I'm using, so first of all, the rock detail mask that I was using, this one, I use it inverted. It looks like that. This is an orb brush. Find those guys are awesome. You told me to change the color of the. What am I changing it to? The green. Talking about hang on here. Dude, I don't even know where that's at. Custom UI. New menus, pickers, interface, UI. Palettes, clickers, Z modeler, miscellaneous. Do you guys recall where that's at? They said I was a tools programmer? Get out of here. Hustle, you're allowed to link a tweet in chat. You're fine. Oh, here we go. Eye colors. Do you guys know the color value though? Dude, we're totally getting derailed here, but whatever. It's all good. There's the color. Just cause you're terrible. Oh, I can't. Hang on. I'm gonna do it off screen here. Oh, I can't. Fucking. That's it, guys. Whoa. Oh, god damn it. Why? Why you like this, Zbrush? Look at this. What is this crap? There it is. Why is it not eyedrop that color? That's super annoying. Does this need to be like... Okay, we're figuring this out. Going to green. I'm like, is there any other colors that need to be... There you go, Polycount. Love you. That works. Thanks for the color ID number, by the way, Hostile. Hey, Tobias, what's going on? Yeah, I don't think I can actually... It's all color picking. It doesn't let you do the other stuff, which is kind of lame. Like, dial it in. I'm sure if I go into the options, I can dial it in. So one thing about this corner is, you know, like you tend to catch corners at the corner. See? Yeah. And when you get that corner, it's really important to have that interesting silhouette. So we should probably do some more with this side here. We'll see how far this goes. Nope. Remember to check it from both sides too. Wonder if there's a good way to get this, do this. God, it's so low poly. Blech. might be a little overkill. Hey, Game Art. Toltic, what's going on, man? So, what is the Prague Church on your portfolio site? Share UVs. Is it mirrored? You're talking about the one in that's like behind the stands and the big like dark bricked one? You know what I don't like about these is they're the same size in detail. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. The Prague Church actually is using a bunch of tileable textures, and I mapped UVs to those, if that's the one you're talking about. So I mapped just a couple of different UVs, a couple of different textures to the church. Hopefully that answers your question. Lighting's baked. There's a couple of different ways we use UVs though. Like, there wasn't one way to do it. It was like whatever made the... It's like each building had like a different approach based on like if it was an issue or not. If that makes sense. You can bake lighting on shared UVs. Just make a UV set that's 0 to 1. Like the building can have like 4 or 5 UV sets, right? And then one of the UV sets is just all of the UVs packed together. I'm doing good, Tobias. I'm just, I'm trying to get this corner piece done so we can get on to some other things. I forgot what the next piece was that I was planning. That's kind of cool looking. Oh yeah, see, we're getting to that repetitive pattern shit. Gotta break that up. Gotta break that up. What's up, Barbarian? Concept sculpts or what? What do you mean? Sorry. Psy, I'm not sure, actually. I think that'd be super cool. If they had some type of Dynamesh option. I mean, they're gonna have to wrangle in how their viewport handles high poly meshes first. That's probably my biggest sadness with Modo right now. It just doesn't handle like high poly meshes. You're like, what? What is this? Okay, what is this song? We're not having this, guys. Oh, this part of the song's cool. All right, you can stay, song. You can stay. You know what? How about after I get this piece and the ceiling set all figured out, let's just we'll go on to making some Vine stuff, because you guys keep asking about it and I just haven't gotten to it yet. Cosmic Squid, what's up, man? Yeah, get some emoji yaz in here. Die, what's going on? How you doing? It is 8:19, so at about a little less than an hour on the Discord, we're going to be looking at your guys' stuff on the art-related channel. So if you got anything you want me to look at, stuff to discuss art-wise, put it in there and we can give it a gander. If you don't know or have not been to the Discord before, if you do ! Discord, there's a little command that can get you there. Fun little community these guys have put together. How come I don't use alphas? You mean for like extra added details? So, one of the main reasons, I mean, I'm using this square alpha, but I don't want any extra noise that's trying to be baked in. I would prefer that a lot of that information is left to, left to my texturing program of choice, right? So, like, most of the details I want to solve with this. This also, doing it this way also makes it easier for me to generate my low poly meshes. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, man? Know what I mean? So it's like I see people sculpt in some pretty micro details, and most of the time it's kind of like a waste of that artist's time. Like it looks cool, and it presents well, but a lot of the noisier details that you add can be totally added in post, like in the material itself. It's these bigger details that are like really difficult to create in like Substance Painter or in a texturing application. You know? That's kind of cool. Now DiNusty is pretending to not see what I wrote. Dude, you're one of those guys? Oh, he's just ignoring what I say. Alright, what did you say, Game Art? Let's give you all the attention. Do most engines support multiple UV sets? Like, I don't know of any engines in the AAA community that don't support multiple UV sets. What should I... 3D Licks, there's currently no support for multiple UV sets inside of Substance Painter. It looks at, like, whatever you export, it looks at the first UV set, which is kind of... But if you use layered materials, you can tile the materials individually. So there's that. I mean, if you need that, love. If you bake lighting into a texture, then repeat it all over the model, you obviously have crazy shadows. Oh yeah, you never do that, man. Never put lighting into your textures, especially in the PBR workflow. No, I was saying you're baking light maps that are on top of all of your other materials after the fact. Doing it any other way. Oh, look at that. You got this. You got this. Nice. That works for me. 3D Elix? Yes, yes, it is sad, man. So I was going to answer a question here. So happy to relax after an art test that I took for an internship. It was a stressful 2 weeks. Well, I'm glad that you can relax now, dude. Philippe, what's going on, man? Where was that question at? Cosmic Squid, dude, what do you think my portfolio should have if we were trying to get into Rockstar Games as a character artist? Well, there's the obvious stuff, which I'm sure you know, right? So if you want to get a character artist position at Rockstar Games, first your portfolio should, like, mostly, if not all of it, should have character art in it. You don't need to do environment art, just character stuff. The next thing I would say is you need to have between 3 and 4 characters that are showing current gen quality art. So like PBR based full characters that have personality. You know, Rockstar's super into personality, right? So if I can look at your character and go, oh, I know exactly what that guy's like, or wow, that guy looks like an asshole. If you can nail that guy looks like an asshole look on a character without making it look kind of jokey, that's a good way to explain it. Then you're in a really good spot. So I would say 3 to 4 characters is probably a good bet. And of course, you want to have them have like props and unique outfits and stuff like that. I hope that answers your question. Barbarian, I do not have reference right now. I just went off that concept art, and then I'm just going off of, here, actually, 2 seconds. I have a Pinterest, and I just kind of go off of what I see from the reference that I gathered originally. So, like, dude, all the stuff that pops up in my Pinterest is awesome now. Like, it's all like super art heavy and like techniques and stuff, patterns and all that. Oh man, so cool. Some cool stuff in here. People around the world share some really cool things. Let's see here. So I need to go to my save section And I need to go to... Where are you at here? What? This one. Hostile. It's a bit hostile. You'll try and nail that one of your characters. Dude, that guy looks like an asshole. Hired. Jut, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. If you lose track of some of the video, or you want to go back and look at stuff, I'm archiving everything on my YouTube channel. And for the people that are new here, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays for about 3 hours. The last 45 minutes to an hour are critique work from you guys. I just go to our little Discord here and go to art related, scroll through this and start at the bottom and just, oh, that is fucking cool. And then work my way up, and then we just kind of critique and talk about the stuff I see in here. I save that off as a YouTube video as well. So, yeah. If you like, you can join, become part of the Empire, save the world, or destroy it, whichever you like. This Empire does both. Okay, we gotta take care of this bottom edge here. It's me, Judd, from chat. Oh, what's up? For the Empire. What is it? All hail the Empire. It's probably backwards in video, though. If I had to guess. Whenever I was trying to be cool, it's always going to be wrong. It's backwards. Nathan, what's going on, dude? That's when Nathan's like, oh no, I'm the other Nathan. It's like, you guys like padding my viewer numbers with like just other accounts. It's like, oh hey, Nathan too. What's going on? Okay, lonely roads. Not feeling the lonely roads. My nose. Send image for Emperor. He will crit. Additional pylons required. Let's see here. What are we looking at? Let's try. Whoa. Let's do something crazy. Let's blah. There you go. And then we'll just kind of scrape back. It's like let's just crush everything in there. There we go. Cool. Fucking, come on. You know what's nice about smooth surfaces? Is you can move shit around on it and not know. This isn't doing what I want it to do. We'll smooth that out and let it just be what it is. You can also mask this out. Like that. Oh, actually, we need to... Yeah, there we go. Soften this up. Do this. Actually. Oh. Need to do that. And you move this into place. And we need to rotate. Not that much. Maybe something like that. And then move up. Everything's vibrating. What's happening? It is possible to you can link Sketchfab files in the link. In the Discord. That's fine. We'll look at those. Good, solid, manly name, Nathan, says Nathan. So manly. We'll see if that turns out okay. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Might come out a little melted looking. Oh, what happened back here? This is why we can't have nice things, guys. Oh, jeez. Let's see. We need some wireframe on this. Oh god. What have we done? We're just gonna push that back in and act like it didn't happen. Just gently. Ah, fucking. Is this really gonna work? Almost. Oh, I love this brush. Just gonna soften these out a little bit. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ah, shit. Nope. No, we have to go back until we fix that. I'm like, when did that happen? There it is. Alright, well, it's when I lifted this up. You see how this isn't masked down here? Gonna make sure to mask everything. We're just gonna not lift that piece. How about that? This webcam nice things. You made me do this. You made me undo 92 steps of art. Well, GG. We didn't need it anyways, right? Yeah. It's one of the benefits of not being too attached to what you're making. These spaces in here bug me. Like, I like from up high, I like that they give you the shape difference and there's some shading that'll happen, but there's just nothing in there. Maybe I need to put like a little statue guy, little dude who's like holding up his hands and he's making an E for the Empire. That'd be pretty fucking cool. That could work. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Bird poop. On the right track. 2 birds, 1 poop. I can make the bird poop for this, and then I can put it on Gumroad for you guys. You look mathematical, simp. No, yeah, you're talking about these? Yeah, totally agree. That's why I was like, how do I think I'm gonna need to put something in there. Oh, you know what I could do is save this before I do this. I could just fuck up this whole back area here. Like, that's a huge fucking crack there. Some serious chippage. You won't even like see that, I don't think. Probably need one of these to be really fucked up. Oh, that's an interesting. Nope, that's kind of screwing with it. There we go. Nope. Just gonna leave that. We're just gonna leave that. Maybe I can. Something like that. Yeah, fuck him up. What's up, Joe? Joe Play? Is it Joe Play or Joey Play? Goddamn sledgehammer is always breaking up these temples and shit. Maybe, maybe in the lore, like, way back in the day, maybe they were all wiped out by giant, like, robots with sledgehammers. And they're just like, just imagine, like, people and, like, running around trying to save their families and entire civilizations falling to just a bunch of robots with sledgehammers. That's so grim. Can you imagine, just for a moment? That's some darkness. I like that. Look at this. So bringing this up, if I can level this plane out, that would be kind of cool. So that you get like this chipping layer. Maybe not so far on that one. It's too much. But I see, there we go. Stuff like that's interesting. It's like layered tiering. Oh, it's Joe. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing, man? We got 61 people in here and 59 of you are talking. You guys are awesome. Way to be an active community. I love it. Stones piling up in these? Yeah, that's a good, yeah. It's like we totally have those too. I'm actually going to load the scene up too. Because every once in a while someone's like, oh, what is this for? It's for the next genist of gen games. No, it's for whatever. It's for my learning and your learning. You managed to post on Discord? Oh, awesome, dude. I'll make sure to get to it. And do some more of this goodness. Oh, you can. Here you go. Oh yeah, delicious. Hopefully that doesn't make too many of you need to go to the bathroom. If it does, it's break time, I guess, right? Break time. Could you show the crack smoothing technique you do before decimating? Was it inverted brush, clay brush or something? Oh yeah. Oh, this is looking good. It's looking real good. I don't know what this is about. Let's try. I've never seen a restore actually work. So you're talking about like if I have this and I need to remove that and I do this. Is that what you mean? I'll load this up while I'm waiting for your answer. Is that Fika? Maybe. Fika time, bitches. Let's see here. Alright, so we got this guy. Does he... Yeah, he's got the AO plugged in. Alright, cool. Yep, that's what you're talking about? Yes, Bumby, I did see Magnus's Houdini stuff on edge damage. I know how he does it too. It's not too scary. It's not too scary. That's the next thing I'm going to be looking into. I think with a really good height map, you can make it look really nice. Because he's just using noise from a node. Like you could get a really nice height map from Substance Designer and then really just chip that shit up. So right now we're working on this corner piece. We've made the 5 meter one. This is the 2.5 meter one. So we need to get this one unwrapped, and this one will be unwrapped and stuff, and then we'll get that all going. But I don't think that'll be this stream. I'm just concentrating on sculpting stuff and just seeing what happens, seeing the things. Oops. Before though, I'll show you how I'm going to make the low poly mesh for this. We have enough time. I can sculpt out the rest of these pieces and then I can show you how I make my low polys for people that have not seen that before. Because I use Zbrush to make the low poly now. It's really, really convenient. Getting food. Be right back. You get that food. You show that food who's boss. Get that polish on, and we'll just, what is it? We'll do this. We'll focus on just this front piece here. We'll just so 3D Licks. If you follow me on Facebook, that's right, I have a Facebook page. I post there too. It's madness. I don't know how I have the time. There's a guy I've been posting about named Magnus Larsson, and he's like crazy into Houdini. He's a very technically savvy dude as well. I've never met him in person, but he works at Machine Games. And he's showing some procedural, basically what I'm doing, he's doing it procedurally in experiments in his lab. No. Yeah, he's doing the same thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. With inside of Houdini. And he's just showing some like demo pictures and a few videos of him like sliding the damage around dynamically. You'll technically... I has no Facebook. You has no problem. Facebook's, you know, it's a thing. Oh, I feel like this must continue up here. There we go. Yeah, so the cracks getting filled in like this, that's just me using, if you go here and you go to brushes and then go to trim smooth border brush, click that guy, then add a square alpha 28 to be exact, and then lower your Z intensity to somewhere around like 55, 60, and then you'll have the chipping brush that I use. And when you hold Alt, you can pull everything up to the normal height that you started on, as long as you move slow enough, or else it'll grab like another one. You gotta be careful of that. Just break this way. Cool. That's kind of cool. I wonder where this is in comparison to everything else. Okay, that's gonna need to continue all the way. Like so. Zbrush is super versatile. Equals profit. Dude, there's some really good brushes in there. When we get to the low poly part of this, I'll show you. Okay, we'll just go to this one now. Save. Kill that. Go down here. Shift. Information. Let's polish to like 30. Dude, this song. Boom, 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 boom. It's good stuff. Again, every time I do that, and I'm like, yeah. All I can think about is like how the people on YouTube, hello YouTube people, are just like, dude, he's dancing to fucking nothing. It's like, you don't want me to get arrested, do you? Streaming music on YouTube. Nothing good will come of that. Thanks, Tobias, for pointing people in the right direction. Oh yeah, thanks to all the people who always retweet my stuff when I say I'm live and stuff like that. Twitter's not easy for getting the word out, you know. You have to really be like someone for someone to want to click on your stuff. I'm trying to move really quickly now so I can show you guys some of the Dude, tweets get lost in like moments. It's crazy. Twitter's insane, man. I wish I had known its power earlier. Great power, guys. Great power. Just trying to break up these edges so they're not all boring. Let's really fuck up this corner. There we go. I'll go up a little bit, maybe a little bit of this. Well, I almost got into some Bob Rossi narrative action. A little tap here. A little happy cracks. It's like Bob Ross drug dealer edition. Gotta really make them want that coke. I don't know what I just said. Amazing. Here we have the cracked material. Alright, last piece. There's all that background stuff, but we don't need that. Oh, we don't need polygroups. We need deformation. Now we know that this is for a mature audience. Did you have no idea what I may say? Like, oh my god, what did he just say? At least he's in Zbrush. Alright, it is almost 9 o'clock. In about 10 minutes, we're going to look at your guys' stuff. What is going on? Dude, sometimes I swear the brush is just like not reacting to anything. It's like, come on, brush. You know you want this. Some crazy ass triangulation action going on here. Just push that down. No one wanted you anyways, triangle. We'll see you in the real time. Oh, that's too much like the other piece. There we go. Ha! Don't say his name, man. He'll appear, and everything will derail. He's probably trying to get his recent vehicle done so he can move on. Alright, so it looks like we got all those details done. Okay, let's save, and I'll show you how I'm doing the low poly. Okay, so I've saved it. I'm going to duplicate the entire subtool, or tool, Z tool, by, where are we at here? Going to merge, and then merge visible. When you click this guy, it creates an entirely new tool. Wherever that's at, it looks like it's this one, and it's all of the tools combined. You can see. The next thing we do is we're going to use Z plugins. We're going to go over here. Let's get rid of color and preference materials. Let's get rid of all that stuff. We just need this guy. Okay, so what we do is we do a Dynamesh on this entire thing. Let's turn it up to like 2.5 million. And no blur. I think default blur is 2. So let it process this guy. So the reason we're doing this is it combines everything, right? So now, like, you can see, like, in here, like, that's all one mesh. So and this is when you'd want to clean stuff up. So You can sit here and try and fill those in with that brush, or you can use, this is 2 other brushes. Ben Wilson showed me these ones. So if you go back, go to brushes, and then go to smooth. I'm actually going to need to enable customize because I use these often now. You want smooth valleys. Oh, it won't fit up there. Hang on. We're going to do smooth valleys and blah, and then smooth peaks, blah. That should give me these guys. So where are we at here? What? What? Oh, I see what happened. There we go. You have to actually double click them. So peaks and valleys. We're gonna grab these and bring these up here. So smooth peaks, smooth valleys. So valleys fills in convex. Is that right? Convex? Concave shapes. And smooth peaks tries to chill out and smooth convex shapes. I think that's the right order. Terrible with that stuff. So if we do smooth peaks, let's do smooth valleys first. So smooth valleys, when you hold shift, because it goes to your smooth property. So when you hold shift and then you start smoothing, you can see if I smooth over the whole thing, it's only going to smooth inside of little cracks. So we can just go here and just smooth these out. Remember, we're only going for a what is it? A low poly. So these don't matter too much. You can do that. Try and get some of those details out. That one I might actually want to try and fill in. Then smooth. Like this crack you don't need, so we're just gonna erase that out. That doesn't need to be in the low poly. That might not need to be in the low poly. Just removing details that we don't need in the low poly mesh. See how powerful that is? Oh my god, so good. Oh, oh this is gonna be, I don't know about this. Sure. Probably not gonna do that. Maybe if I make it smaller. Just do that. You could also run another DiNusty on this to like clear out all that stuff. See, this doesn't need to be. Can kind of be a little bit of a delicate process sometimes. Remember all that detail that's there. It's gonna try and build on that for your low poly. If you don't wipe it out, like that little hole there might be a problem. Smooth that piece. Smooth all that out. Dude, it really is one of their best kept secrets. Like, no one talks about it for some reason. Okay, so I think... Oh, yeah, Yeah, we don't care about these details down here. Just do that. Fill that in. Oh, come on. All right, it's 9:08. We're going to be getting to your guys' stuff here in like 3-4 minutes. This is filling in some knowledge gaps. That's pretty fucking funny. Okay. So this is I mean, this looks all right, I think. All right, let's save this. And then let's go to Decimation. So we're going to process this guy for Decimation. We'll see how this goes. Later, Kyle. Thanks for hanging out. 3D Kyle. Walking out the door. So let this process with our loading bar from Polycount itself. That green processing bar. So we're sitting at 68 people right now. You guys are awesome. Is this the quickest way to do this? As far as building a low poly? I think so. Yeah, Barbarian, you're smoothing out the details and trying to get rid of anything that you don't want the low poly mesh to have, geometry-wise. So you're essentially just trying to keep the details that you want the low poly mesh to have. So we've gotten rid of a lot of like little creases and stuff. There's some things like this little thing here. Those might be a problem, but we'll see. So I've processed it. Let's decimate this 20% of its original. You can see it's trying to keep some things. Something's going on right there. So I usually process it again so that it looks at this as if it was the 100% of the poly count. And then I really start to drop it like 1%, 2% of its original. I'm gonna see where that gets us. So let's try 1%. So we're getting really close. Let's try 0.2. You can see it's trying to grab some details, but those aren't necessarily too bad. And then, like I was saying earlier on the last stream, because we did the same thing in the last stream with the 5 meter length one. I usually go to a flat color now and just check to see if it looks low poly. Because you don't want that in your silhouette. You don't want low poly look. Down here is okay. I think this is okay. All right, that's the low poly mesh. What is the? If I export this. Yeah, silhouette change is not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we'll import this. So once I get started on the critiques, if you haven't posted, post. So once I get started on the critiques, I start from the bottom and then go work my way up. So if you haven't posted when I start, I won't be able to critique it tonight. Just so you guys know. Okay, so here's the low poly mesh. Let's see what we're looking at. 2100 polys, triangulated as well. 2186. That is that's pretty acceptable. And if I run when I unwrap it, I usually soften everything and then I start to crease based on like some angles. But I don't know. It's looking. I think it's looking all right. I'll have to unwrap this, of course, and then I'll also have to unwrap the other one that I made, and then get those baked out in Substance Painter. That'll probably be next stream. I'll do that. I'll bake out this one and the long one, the 5 meter one, and then we'll get those into Unreal. Yeah. All right. Let me get some stuff ready for the critiques. Don't go anywhere. And yeah. See you in a minute.